Hello everybody, and a very good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Monday evening for Monday Makers. Whoop, 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 whoop. They're really loud in my ear tonight. They're very excited. Charlotte is really excited. I've never known her so buzzing for a show. Producer Johnny as well. He is up for it tonight. You guys sound like you're having a bit of a party in the gallery there. They are. They're going, woo, yeah. Just to say, this is the last Monday, of course, before Christmas. There's a cow in the studio as well. Moo! It's a
Highland cow, actually.
A Highland cow, is it?
Scottish coo.
Scottish coo, eh? What are you doing with Scottish coo?
Highland coo.
Do you know what? It's going to be one of those nights tonight. We're delighted to be here, though, for what is... for what is going to be a brilliant show featuring tonight items that I've not seen, before. The heritage dies are going to be featured on the show. Launched on the 20th of October. I've never seen them before. They're coming up. We've also got your Colourable creator card dies. Now, we were going to bring you our Macro Floral Embossing Folders. However, just goes to show you how busy it is tonight. They have already sold out, which means we've got a couple of individuals available for you on the website, but the main bundle is gone. So the demonstrations we had lined up for that, not be doing them now. Don't scream and shout. They've now
sold out.
Which means, well, there's going to be a lot of chat. There's going to be a lot of banter. There's going to be a lot of fun, but also some great demonstrations as well with the lovely Craig.
Well,
lovely to have you back. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You do what?
I'm doing good, thank you very much. A lot of running about in the last couple of hours, re-prepping bits and pieces, so you're going to have to bear with us tonight. We do have some demos, some we're just going to have to try and just slip in as we go, because actually, do you know something? Even Ben was giving me a helping hand cutting little bits, and Johnny and Charlotte at the same time, we were multitasking, they were going over the show while we were cutting bits, so that is how kind of busy the last couple of hours have been. So yes, bear with us, but we're still going to have a good show. Yeah, we are going to have a great show.
Lucky we're still here, actually, because I thought the building was going to blow away earlier on. Check out my Instagram page, because just before the show went live, it was almost like a mini sort of typhoon, breezed through the car park, wasn't it? It's so weird.
It's going mental, and then you took your video of me with my hair going like that, and then it's just
what was your hair
finished. And then it's gone. It's quiet.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Eye of the storm.
That's what it is. Listen, it's lovely to have you here with us. Any questions, any comments, any banter you want to throw our way, please do. Superstar Susie on the socials. Cheryl's in saying, good morning, my crafty friends, here from a very cold Alaska. Karen Wells Sorrell says, hello from Kentucky. Hello. Hello. Sam McDonald. Hello, Sam. Says, good evening, all. Managing to catch first part of the show. I was going to have to go to work soon. Boo. There's that cow again. Mrs. Days Craft says, happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Scramp Shopper says, hello, everyone, from Houston, Texas. Debbie Cantwell says, hello, from a very chilly Michigan.
Houston?
Huh?
Is it not Houston?
Houston.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Charlotte, I wouldn't go there with tomato. I think that's quite a big difference for those living in Houston. Sure, it's Houston.
Houston.
Unless it is what you said, and it's Whitney Houston.
Is it Whitney Houston or Whitney Houston?
There's one of them that's a Houston.
Let us know. Houston. Does it matter? Lillian Kwok is in. Says, hi, Ben and Craig. You're starting off giddy. I know. It's going to be one of those nights. It's the wind. That's what it is. The wind has made us a bit giddy. Hi to Jill, who says, hi, Susie, Craig, Ben, and all the crew. And hi to J. Ellen Morgan, who says, everyone, what? She says, well, afternoon, everyone from upstate New York. Susie's just messaged to say, lol, Craig is right.
Oh, yeah.
Houston.
It is Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, not Houston or anything like that.
I'm sure
Houston.
I've heard on some shows, like on the wrestling, when they're going, weighing in at 200 pounds, all the way from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, sometimes they do, but even they're wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank
it's
you.
Like when the Americans say Glasgow.
Yeah.
Or Edinburgh.
Or Leicester.
Yeah, yeah.
You Brits have trouble with H's, huh? Says Susie. What? I don't know. I wish I'd never said it now. Houston. It's like I could never say Michigan. I used to say Michigan. Greg's snorting for some reason over there. I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. Michigan, isn't it? Not Michigan.
Do you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I had one of Christina's Christmas cupcakes.
You did?
I think I've got a sugar rush.
Yeah. You had to write an IOU, didn't you, on a little serviette?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was gone for the day, so I've just let her
Can we get another expert in? One who can string a sentence together? Anyway, let's get started with the Heritage Die 6-piece collection. Now, this is a brilliant collection launched on the 28th of October. First time I have had this in my hand. And what you're going to get with this, actually, is the pearlescent pack from the Vintage Butterflies collection and your Gnomes 12x12 pad for absolutely free. But these are, yeah, for free. But these are gorgeous. For free, yes, if you love your dies, and if you also love dies that allow you to create beautiful projects, then these are for you. And actually, these have been designed in such a way that you've got lots of different ways to be able to use them, and it's shown quite nicely on the boards here that you can obviously cut them all out together, layer them up, mat and layer them beautifully like so, but they work just as well if you're twisting some of the die cuts on an angle. Lots of different ways to be able to use them all together, use individual elements of these just for frames, or like you can see here, layer them all up to create the most amazing designs. Now, you've got 6 different designs within this set. That one's your Georgian. This one here is the beautiful Baroque. Oh, he's not going to do it.
I was.
Beautiful Baroque. I thought you were going to do, if you smell what Baroque.
No, see, when you say it, you sound like Paul Heyman going, Baroque.
Yeah.
Lesnar.
No, yeah. That's wrestling, of course, again.
Wrestling, yeah.
So that's your beautiful Baroque.
Lesnar.
Then you've got your scrolls. This one, I think, better than the other two, actually shows you how it works when you're kind of just twisting this on an angle, manipulating those dies around to create really different effects with these. So that's beautiful. You're also getting 3 more within this collection. The Edwardian Elegance. You're getting the Venetian Charm. And then lastly in the set is your Antique Chic. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look how gorgeous that is. Particularly, you know, thinking hearts, Valentine's, not long until that rolls around. As soon as Christmas has been and gone, that is what will be next on your agenda. So you're getting all of those. On top of that, you're going to get your 24 sheets of A4 pearlescent card from the Vintage Butterflies collection. That's free. And you're also going to get for free your 12x12 Garden Gnomes collection worth $14.99 each. So $63.25 is your platinum price today, or $71.76. That is the main collection. If you do want to go individually on those, you can do, but obviously the best value for money is to pick up the full collection and get your paper and get your cardstock for free. Just whilst Craig's getting himself sorted, hi to Anita, who says, good afternoon from a rainy, chilly San Antonio, Texas. I can't even remember the last time I've watched a Crafters Companion show, let alone a live. Good to see my 2 favourite presenters on. Oh, you mean us? Thank you, Anita. Aww. That's very kind. Kim Nesbitt Edwardson says, happy Monday, everyone, from a cold and going to get colder Wisconsin. Hi to Rosalind Russell from Maryland. And Teresa D'Amico says, hello, everyone, from a cold Long Island, New York. And Blessed Crafter Tina Jolly says, what's a sprout? I love you, Ben. Craig is full of awesomeness as well. What's a sprout?
What's a sprout?
You've got a sprout. Brussels sprout, you know. Sprout on the town. You must have sprouts in America.
Banter.
Huh?
Banter. Yeah.
Banter?
Bound to.
Oh, bound to, yeah. And it's funny this way. It's not like Christmas, is it? But it's funny because you've got like out on the town, then you've got sprout on the town, because then you've got the sprouts who've got little drinks, so they're sprout on the town. It's like a play on words, because Alex just said it's not as funny if you have to explain it. We've both got Christmassy jumpers on today as well. Craig's got a Christmassy t-shirt, Home Alone themed.
I am. I had my friend's holiday armadillo jumper on earlier, but it got a bit too hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got my Home Alone t-shirt on today.
Oh, by the way, talking about holiday armadillo, holiday armadillo. Happy Hanukkah. I know that started yesterday, so happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Everybody as well. Holiday armadillo. Right, shall we get started? Can you talk to me, please, a bit about these heritage dies? Because it's the first time that I've seen them, and if anyone else has seen them for the first time, these, as I'm led to believe, absolutely flew out the door when we launched them at the end of October. Why are people loving these so much, Craig?
So when it comes to these ones here, these are all broken down into layers. So you can then be cutting them, you can be placing them, you can be twisting them, you can be turning them. You're going to get so many different looks by the one set. But then do your drop shadows, maybe do your innerpage, lift them up on your foam pads. There really are a lot of good things you can do with them by the looks that you can achieve. Main dies from each set you can emboss with an embossing folder, or your embossing mat, should I say, and then that's going to give you even more depth. You know, you've got all the different scale levels of the looks you can get. So if we go in here and show you a few finished samples, first of all, this says, I know sometimes with a finished sample, you're trying to get the gist of how it looks. This has been turned around from the initial way that they're set up in the die pack. This one you can absolutely just keep straight on.
Yeah.
This is one where all the layers are the way that they have come and set in the packs of the dies, but this is where you could twist them and turn them. If you've never seen them before, it will become more apparent in a moment when I start to cut into them, because what I'm going to do before I start to assemble them, we'll just have a little play and show you the different ways, angles that you can go at. So if we can see them with this one here, twisting them. So this white one, this would have then laid up nicely right in the middle here. But what we've done, instead of just lifting it up with foam pads or glue gel, we've then twisted it at a 90-degree angle. So you've got the points all the way throughout. But then you can create your apertures as well if you want to, that we can see here. But all these different things that you can be doing, twisting and turning. So we're going to have a little play when it comes to these ones. I've taken some of my gingham yellow pattern paper from the Gnome collection.
Gnomes, yep.
And a little bit of peachy colour, which is from your butterfly cardstock.
Okay.
So 6x6 card. I've done a matte layer 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, pattern paper by 5.5 by 5.5. And then what we're going to go in, because we've got our check, our tartan, our plaid, whatever you want to call it, our straight lines, I thought it'll be nice to have a little bit of a different style, and we'll have our circle against the square.
Yeah.
So it's just going to have a little play on the eyes.
In my little simple mind, I almost see like on these, so that the outer die is like the frame that you can almost then like twist all of the inner dies with. You've got that framework to work within, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see from here, the way these set in the packaging are like this. You've even got all these little embellishment dies. Now these you can then kind of layer or decoupage onto the corners, or you can use them as additional embellishments, because they are like little raindrops or teardrops. So this is how they all come on the packaging. But what you have got is you've got them so that they are all broken down.
Yeah.
Now usually we would say this will cut out and then this part stays in, but it doesn't. Even this bit, Ben, has a cutting edge. So you're going to cut your aperture while you cut the outside. And then all this detail on the outer die, and this is the same for all of the packs of dies from the Heritage Collection, this is your emboss detail. So we're going to run it through as well with our embossing mat. That's going to emboss it. But all of these that you can see, they cut in and out. So you've got your cutting edge on the outside, you've got your cutting edge on the inside, then you've got your framework as well. So on the outside, the inside, and then your little embellishments. So this is enabling you to, once you've cut, and again we will have another play in a moment, but then instead of sticking them straight on, you can then twist, you can turn them, you can then go in, we can do the same with this one, we can then start to layer them up all at different angles. You can, of course, don't necessarily have to go all the way around. You can go at a different angle, so you're going in with that twisted Paramount effect that you can see here.
Yeah.
But let's go in and let's just start to do some cutting. So I'll go in with our peachy tone that we've got here. In actual fact, can I get away with, let's do that. So we're not going to waste any of this gorgeous card. Let's do it onto our base layer. So we're going to go in, let's take our low tack tape, and I'm going to centralise it just so.
Is that the card from the Vintage Butterflies, have you already said?
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
And that's it, yeah, it is indeed. So what I can do now is pop that onto my Junior, and we're going to go in with our plastic and magnetic and with our top plate. Let's feed that one into our Junior, and then what we're going to let it do is we're going to let it do its thing by cutting. But then what we're going to do is then we're going to just have a little change with the plates. We're going to take out the magnetic and put in the embossing mat. So some people say, oh, I have trouble remembering what configuration I put them in. This is how I like to do it. This is the way that I remember to do it. I flip it over, and then I take my top plate off. I put in my rubber embossing mat. I put my plate back, turn it over, and then I just remove my embossing mat, my magnetic mat, sorry. Just to say, you do say this every now and again, there is not a technique out there where you have your magnetic and your embossing mat together. Don't ever do it. It's too much of a pressure. There is not a technique that you need to do that.
Okay.
So if you've got your embossing mat in, you don't have your magnetic shim, or vice versa. So then what we can do is we can run that one through. So that's not going to cut the embossing mat, it's like magic material, but what it's going to do is the detail that's got all the way around that die, it's going to push it through, so we can then move that one out the way. So if I go from the back first of all, you'll just see all that embossed detail that you've now got. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's all the way around. If you've got a little bit of time, you can still enhance your embossed detail. You could go in with your scoring tool. So if you've got one from your Ultimate Pro or your Scoremaster or anything like that, what we were showing you earlier, keeping the die in, and then follow that embossed detail that's already there and just act as though you're colouring in. So you're just going to go all the way around, and what that's going to do, that's then going to push it as far as it possibly can. Your embossing mat will give you a good emboss, but sometimes you just want to have that added emboss. Now, of course, I'm not going to spend the whole time doing that, but what I can do, so that I've not wasted any of that cardstock, that lets you see, but by the time I put that one on, you're not going to see what you've cut into. But then let's lift this one up now. And because you've also got your cutting edge on the inside, if I remove this one out, which is what we're going to be using, so we've got our die cut. So I'm going to tilt it. It's incredible cardstock that what happens is trying to get there, we can just see the emboss on there. You can also, if we then slot that back in, what you can also do, let's do it into place like so. So let's just start to press that in. Now, I deliberately took it out first to show you the emboss, but then what you can do is if you do leave it into place, Ben, come across with, I'm just going to go in, I've just grabbed anything, so a little bit of orange, and I'm very, very lightly, because I don't want it to be strong orange against the peach. What you can also do is then go in, and then you can then highlight where you've run that through with the embossed detail. And I'm not going to do all the detail, I'm only going to go in to kind of like these little circle chains that work all the way around. And at first you will think, it's not really caught anything. But you see, once I remove this one, not only have you got the emboss, but then what you're left with, so if I pick that one, can you see look at that?
Yeah.
You're left then with a coloured emboss as well. So it's worthwhile certainly doing all of that, but we can take that one out. This really is one of those sets, Ben, where you're going to cut and you're going to sit and play.
Yeah.
You're going to see how it looks one direction, how it's going to look when you twist it or turn it. So we've got the base started here, but then what I'm going to do is if I alternate with some white cardstock, so I can then come along and I'm going to take this die again, but because I want this die, I don't want the detail, what I'm wanting is this matte layer, but in white.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut it all again. Don't need to worry about the embossing matte. We're just cutting it so that we can get that inner frame die that we can see. So base cutting plate, plastic, magnetic top plate, and we'll feed that one through as well.
Hi to Rosalind, he says the collection is really regal. Hello Shadiah, he says hello my Lord Ben and Craig the Craftman.
Oh.
Hi to Mary Beth Dooley, says hi from Minnesota. Sorry I'm late as I wasn't watching the time. That's all right, we'll let you off. Carletta says hi everyone from a cold and cloudy Arkansas. And Tammy says thank you Ben for the Hanukkah wish. You're welcome. There's also lots of chat about sprouts on the socials as well. With Debbie saying when we say sprouts, it's bean sprouts that go on a salad. You're talking about what we call Brussels sprouts. And Tina says, oh, I got you now. Yes, we have sprouts. They're quite delish. And thank you for Cara. Your message, the best of the show so far. Sprouts are mini cabbages and they make you trumpet and smell like cabbage.
Yeah, they do. That they definitely do.
Trumpet, yeah.
Funny.
I love sprouts, me. I eat them all year.
I like them when they have been fried in a little bit of pancetta or a little bit of crispy bacon. Ooh.
Sprouts and chestnuts as well.
Ooh.
Very tasty. Chestnuts. Yeah, roasted chestnuts. Like chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eat sprouts as well. Oh, in your pan. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh.
So then what you can do as well is taking that inner die layer that I've just done. I've gone and put this die back in over the top so I can cut it in the detail, but then you're left with this inner frame that you can see here. So that could maybe a little bit of black or something that's really going to stand out. If you can imagine that being in the middle, but in black, it's really going to make the rest of it pop. But then if we pop this one out, and then we can do another few die cuts and have a play.
Absolutely. Get any questions in that you want to fire our way?
Yeah.
Anything that you want to know? I noticed today as well, National Day, is always like to have a look. It's National Hard Candy Day today.
Hard candy.
Yeah. So, Charlotte says she's eaten some hard candy today. She's been celebrating the day. What did you eat? What hard candy did you eat? You didn't know what you were eating? Is it like the candy canes? Like the peppermint? No? What? Little? Oh, the little, like, fruity ones?
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite hard candy?
From that tub was the spearmint ones.
But in general, like if you were to go to the old-fashioned sweet shop, you know, what would you have a quarter of?
Sport mixtures.
They hard?
Well, when the brand Lions made them, they were hard.
Right.
Now that Maynards make them,
Who make the wine gums?
who make the wine gums,
Yeah.
which they are lovely, but yeah, they're a lot softer now. So they're not as hard as they used to be. Nope.
Let us know in the comments. I've got 3 actually. I like rhubarb and custard.
Oh yeah, that's
So
nice.
Sherbet lemons.
Oh, lovely.
No, Johnny, not too bothered about them. Oh, yeah. I like the fact that but you've got like you can crunch, can't you? And then you get a little bit of sherbet come out. And mint humbugs as well.
Oh yes.
Humbugs.
I do like spearmint chews.
Oh, okay.
The spearmint
Yeah, so those
chews.
are those hard? I suppose they are sort of
They are quite. They're
initially hard.
They're initially
and
hard.
then they go soft.
And then they go soft. Yeah, can't beat the ones that you used to get out of Woolworths here in the UK before it.
Oh,
shut
like the pick
down.
and mix.
Pick and mix.
They used to be wrapped up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did anyone else like when? No, I won't say that.
Peanut brittle.
Nick the odd one out of the pick and mix. Peanut brittle, you say?
Yeah.
Was that like a Reese's Pieces, that kind of thing? Is it on?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. I don't drink it. I don't eat it as much now, just because my teeth can't cope with it. It's that brittle, basically. But I do love it. I do like it.
Navy sweet, says Cara. Those navy were What did they taste of? I can think of the ones you mean now. Were they aniseed? Navy sweets? They're just hard candy, navy sweets. And Zoe says, ooh, a quarter of sherbet pips, please. Quarter of sherbet pips.
Sherbet
pips. So they're tiny little sweets. They're like yay big, weren't they? But like, yeah, very sherbety and very tasty.
Very.
Keep your hard candies coming through. Sensational Skies asked a question, just whilst you're piecing this together. An interesting one. She says, I have a question. I'm struggling to get any good natural light to take pictures of my cards. Can you recommend any product photography kits?
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, hang on. Charlotte is our expert in that field. Like she's saying, what you should get is a roll of wallpaper and then attach one side of the wallpaper to the wall and then let it hang down onto a table and then put the card on the table and then take a picture of it. What light would you use though, Charlotte? Just use natural light then if you're near enough to a window, she says.
If not, because I know who asked that question.
Is Jotti.
I know
Jotti.
I know what Jottis mean, especially when it comes to cards and projects, because even natural light against a card can look quite dull. So what I would say is exactly as Charlotte said, or if you don't do that, something where you've got a plain, I would say either a plain wall or a wallpapered, a lovely background, you know, like a stone effect, but nothing too fancy. And so yeah, something like what Ben's got behind him there, something like that would be fine. And in actual fact, what Ben's showing you, something like that would be perfect, where you've got a white counter and then either a white backdrop or something nice and patterned that you can see there. The main thing is, as you say, is that light source. So you can get proper daylight lights if you want to. What you can find as well, if you just get inexpensive lights, make sure that they're, make sure they are light as in white light bulbs. So not those ones, you know, that are actually looks a bit like creamy colour, duller colour.
Like white light.
White light, yeah. If you've got something like that, have a couple nearby just so that it's going to illuminate the space. Depending on your budget, what I did do as well a couple of months ago is I invested in a light box, and they're really good because they do fold away down, but then it's all enclosed together. You can pop your card in and it's got a natural light that comes from the top of it. I can't remember off the top, it wasn't overly expensive. It was round about the £40–45 mark. Okay. So you can get them inexpensive. If you're on a budget, use what space you've already got, natural light, natural background and counter, but if you are adding extra lights, just make sure it's that natural white bulb light.
What an answer to that question. There you go. Hopefully that helps you, Jotti. What are you up to with your matting and layering?
So what we've done here is I'm now going to mat and layer my peach die cut onto my white, and we are going to be lifting these up on foam pads. I've then come along, now with this one, I'm going to go in and do the reverse. So the detail die is now cut in white, because my original thought, that I'll show you in a second, was I'll do it with the image and design cut in peach against the white, but of course if I go and do that, that's going to be white against the white. So I want to do the opposite. So let's take that to the side. We've got our white, and that is 1 3/4 in width and height. So let's take a piece of the peach, let's do about 1 millimetre over 1 3/4. Move that out the way. That can sit onto there. That is then going to sit in the middle. And we are going to stick this together.
Yeah.
But I just want to start to build it up to start with so you get the gist of it. So that can go there, that can go there. Then that one can go there. And then we're still going to get our white matte layer shining through, that natural layer from behind. But because we've cut that peach a little bit smaller, you can see that we can start to build it up in that frame. So then what I can do is I will stick these layers together, Ben, and then when we come back, we can show how we can have a play about twisting and turning and see how it can look.
Lots of chat still coming through about your favourite hard candies whilst we're watching Craig Laird. He's up. Cara says humbugs and Coca-Cola cubes.
Oh, Coca-Cola cubes.
They were brilliant, weren't they? Oh, Johnny's just crowned that as the winner. They were gorgeous, weren't they?
They were so good.
Coca-Cola cubes. Crafty Angie says, I love Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, see, I'm not a fan of them.
What are they again? They're not UK sweets, are they? What are they like then? Are they fruity?
Yeah.
Fruity hard ones?
The way that, you know the Hall's throat soothers?
Oh, like the soothers, yeah.
Yeah, like them, but really, really fruity.
What, with like syrupy inside?
Some you can actually get, yeah.
Okay.
Some you can.
Johnny, you've just mentioned that. Andy's Candy Shop in Adalo. Been there a couple of times with the kids because Daisy and a friend, big fans. We went there. It's a good little shop actually. Other sweet shops are available in Darlington. Get what? Adalo Dobber? Oh, black and white lolly. I didn't know about that. Oh, only available there. Do you what to dob in your sherbet? Well, I never did. So it is a great shop. They sell a lot of like American candies and American cereals in there as well. Right, I'll stop talking about it now. Free advertising. Lillian says, I love the pear drops. Pear drops are lovely. And Bethan says, I always went for cola cubes or rhubarb and custard. If you're just joining us, we're talking about hard candies because today is National Hard Candy Day, apparently. Hi, Kathy Myers, who's joined us from Missouri. Hope you're doing well on this Monday evening. Welcome along to the show. If you have just joined us again, we are concentrating on the heritage dice currently. I'll recap on everything that you get very shortly indeed, but Craig piecing together a beautiful project. Anything you want to ask, you can get in touch with us, anything you want to mention, and as always, if you want to send in pictures, maybe you've already got these and you've been creating cards with your heritage dice. If you want to send any pics in, feel free to do so. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and if we get a chance, we will, of course, do some pictures later on in the show. This is what I'm loving, though. You see, what you're doing now is just kind of cutting different bits and pieces out, having a bit of a play, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't quite work. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
It is, and that's exactly what I was doing. So you've seen there, that's how I had it, Ben.
Yeah.
But because I've started to add white to it, I'm thinking we need to pull that white that little bit further out. So therefore, that's why I've come along. I've added a tiny, tiny white matting layer all the way around. That's then going to pull it all together. So if we bring this one, if I had a bit of time, I would have a look and see if I've got a white circle nesting die, so I can create a white layer. Alternatively, what you can do is if we take, I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to show you how you can create your white matting layer. If you take the die again, because the actual cutting edge of the die, Ben, is about 1 millimetre or so away from the actual edge of the metal.
Yeah.
So what you can do is go around with your pencil, cut it out, or scan it into your bladed machine to let it cut out. Then there you go, you're going to have your white matting layer. So you've got a really good way of doing that if you want to. But what I thought we would do, before we assemble it, we can see that building it up. So this is where I was meaning, this is how you may think initially how it's going to look.
Yeah.
And you can do. I said earlier in Wake Up Call, I love symmetry. But you can turn it around. You can then turn that one around. Then, of course, you can turn that one around. So you're still getting the yellow popping out from the actual aperture of the actual frame that you can see here. But then once again, you could, if you wanted to, turn it back that way. You could turn that one that way, and you could still put that in the same direction, like so. Or you can twist it. Or as I was saying earlier, you can just do them at a slight angle. So every ½ inch or so, you can start to twist it that little bit more. So you're getting that kind of inner twist pyramid sort of pyramage effect if you want. And then there's still nothing stopping you. You could cut through that, and then that can sit at the bottom. That can be lifted up higher with your foam pads. That then can be lifted higher on foam pads. So you're starting to build that opposite effect from a pyramid. You've got the point at the bottom and it's coming upwards. So you really have a lot of creative play.
Is that invertage?
It depends on the way that you're going. If it's got a little bit of a twist to it, then it can go between, a pyramage or an invertipage. But there's invertipage, there's pyramage. So pyramage is if it's coming...
Is invertipage the same as invertage?
Pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much. Pyramage is obviously going up as if it's a pyramid. You've got innerpage as if it's going inward. There is lots of forms of pages.
Paging. Are you a pageologist?
I am a pageologist. So yeah, plenty of them.
Hi to Mary Pat, who's joined us. Say good morning, everyone, from sunny Montana.
Good morning.
I'm busy creating that I lost track of the time. Sil Sparkley says, lol, Craig perfectly sums up how we Brits measure things. 1 millimetre over 1 3/4 inches. And how I gauge half an inch as a large centimetre. It's very true, very true.
But I won't like it.
And Kim says, I'm not a hard candy fan, but I do like the peppermint candies.
Nice.
And more of a chocolate-covered cherry with the cream centre fan. Chocolate-covered cherry with the cream centre. Sounds very extravagant.
There's a film where they have chocolate-covered cherry, isn't there?
Is it?
Yeah.
What? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
No.
No?
Where is it? And I think there's a bit of they cause an issue or a hullabaloo. It's going to...
Chocolate-covered cherry?
Yeah.
Someone help us out here. I have no idea what he's talking about. Johnny? No.
Nope.
Charlotte? No.
Nope.
What's he thinking about that? Cindy says, Craig, do Scots say Edinburgh? I remember hearing borough. The soft Scots accent is my favourite.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh?
Yep. Yeah.
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
I say Edinburgh. But you say Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yeah.
Edinburgh, so it's got the borough at the end, yeah.
Edinburgh.
Not Edinburgh, like some of the Americans would say in the wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edinburgh.
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 It is.
What? Erinsborough. What's that? What is that? Oh, it's neighbours, isn't it?
It's neighbours.
Sorry, yeah, I was like, where's it? Erinsborough? Yeah, it doesn't exist. Erinsborough.
Yeah, Edinburgh.
Edinsborough.
Edinburgh.
I think a lot of you already know, but I went to Edinburgh for the last night of the tour, and have I already said this? Honestly, it's a place, I spent about an hour walking around before we did the show, and do you know when you fall in love with a place within that time? And I'm definitely going to
Did you go the Royal Mile?
Yeah, although I don't think we did the whole mile.
No.
Probably did like a quarter of it.
Yeah, did you wouldn't have gone down the Parliament way?
We sort of started halfway and then went up towards the castle.
The castle, yeah.
Finished
yeah,
at the
that's you don't want to go Parliament way.
No? Oh.
Nah.
But it was amazing, all the different sort of knick-knack shops, as I call them.
Yeah.
Lots of tartan shops as well.
Lots of tartan shops.
Yes. If I'd had a bit more money and a bit more time, I might have gone in and bought myself a kilt.
Yeah?
I've always fancied
You
having
should have.
adding a kilt to my array of, suits and stuff. Well, I suppose an Englishman can't really have a kilt in his attire, can he?
I would say traditionally, if they've got a bit of Scots in them, maybe.
Right.
But yeah.
But would you think it was a bit weird, like if we went on like a posh night out and I turned up in a kilt, that would be a bit weird as an Englishman?
That would be a bit weird. If you were at a wedding or a Scottish wedding and you were like the best man or something like that, then absolutely you could. But very same as a bridesmaid or that, you don't want to outstyle the groom, bride, with a kilt.
Yeah, no, it's a genuine question because I do think they look very smart, but I always kind of think you've probably got to be a Scot. Have you got a kilt?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I look awful in a kilt.
I bet you don't.
I do.
I've seen your legs; they're lovely.
Yeah, no, I'm not good in a kilt. I'm not good in a kilt. No.
Okay.
Got scrawny legs.
And you have to wear the long socks though, anyway, don't you? With the garters that hold them up. So you only really see your knees, and they come down to your knees. You only really see your knees, don't they?
Yeah, but still, I still look not nice in a kilt.
So you won't be wearing one at your wedding, like a kilt.
don't know. I don't know. I might, because when I say that, this was about 15 years ago that I last tried on a kilt. I did compromise with my friend, and I used, or I wore tartan trousers instead.
Okay.
Now, I looked quite, smart with my tartan trousers.
Yeah, I bet you did.
But yeah.
Because you've got your own family tartan as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is purple.
And black. So yeah. Yeah, we've got that tartan. So, never, put it this way, never say never.
No.
Yeah, not that I am getting married anytime soon.
Boo! Boo!
No, in case everyone starts talking.
I keep
on that.
now and again mention it to Craig, because like all of my weddings sort of with friends and family disappeared I haven't been to a good wedding in about 10 years, so anytime soon. But anyway, back to the matter in hand. How amazing is that card?
Now, I'm purposely, Ben, not putting a sentiment or anything like that on. You can. It was more about showing you how you can twist, you can turn, you can change the layers. I would recommend with these, if you can, add a little bit of height with foam pads or glue gel.
Yeah.
It is not essential, that's only my recommendation, but I feel that it really adds to the effect. But you can then go in with a little butterfly. If I bring in the one that I done this morning, the finished one, Ben, with the hexagons, and I went in with the ladybird
That's
/
amazing.
ladybug. Now with that one, I didn't do any twisting or turning. I simply layered them up symmetrically face on. However, we went in and we've gone in and layered up. So you don't need to do anything over the top when it comes to the detail or the embellishments. Let the die set do the talking, but you can go in with a little sentiment into the middle there, or it could just be a little embellishment die cut, something like that. But then there's two things that we've made from today. That one was Wake Up Call, and that one just now that you can finish at home.
Absolutely brilliant. A really, really lovely collection, and you've seen hopefully with the demo there from Craig that you've got so many multiple ways to be able to use these to create lots of different looks within the set. 6-piece collection. Don't forget you're going to get your 36 sheets of Garden Gnome, your Garden Gnome pad for free within this set, alongside your vintage butterfly pearlescent as well. But the 6 designs that you're going to get in this set, the beautiful Georgian swirls, you can see on these boards as well, just a bit of an idea of the different ways that you can use these and the different looks that you can create. There's the beautiful Baroque. There's your heritage scrolls. But do you know what? I think it's a really good set. We always sort of talk about sort of having a play with these before you commit to the stick. This is definitely a set to be able to do that with. There's your Edwardian elegance. This one's stunning too, the Venetian charm. And then lastly in the set is your antique chic. As always, if you don't want to commit to the full bundle, you can go individually. However, if you do go for the full bundle, you are going to get your 24 sheets of pearlescent cardstock from the Vintage Butterflies collection. Quickly show you that. I mean, it is beautiful. You're getting the 4 colours, double-sided, of course, as well. It was the pink there, that was the colour that Craig was using just a few moments ago. So the 4 different colours, 6 sheets of each. That's free within the bundle, as is your Garden Gnomes, 12 by 12. One of my absolute faves of the year. I absolutely adore this paper pad. One, for the fact that you've got the 4 pages of different scenes in the background, so you can snip out, make your own, or 5 pages, snip out and make your own 6x6 cards. But then the papers are just joyous, and there are a few which are very sort of gnomified, but actually a lot of these are just beautiful florals. You've got the stripes in there as well that Craig used previously. A really happy, fun paper pad that I think you'll potentially be getting out, as we head the other side of Christmas into the new year. Really bright, really bold and fun. You're getting that for free and that for free within the bundle. Comes down to $62.35 if you're platinum, or $71.76 if you're shopping in the US. Worth a little look. If you want to go individually, you can. Also, don't forget on the website right now, still in the midst of our winter sale, where you can get up to 70% off a whole range of lines. So, you know, if card making isn't your thing, if you're more into your soft craft, do have a look, because there's some great deals there and new deals being added for you each and every day. Monday Mega Deal is the 36-piece Illustrator collection. What a deal on this today. So normally £75, $120. Platinum price is £44 or $68. Whenever we manage to smash this price down low, which isn't that often, these tend to fly out the door. Your dual tip brush markers, you've got your fine nib and your brush nib the other end, absolutely perfect for colouring like an absolute pro. Do you know what, actually, I must just mention, I picked up 2 or 3 of the smaller packs of the Illustrators just to have a bit of a play with at home. Daisy has got her hands on them. They're in her bedroom right now, and she did some homework recently where she had to draw a little. It was all about. It was all like Gordon Ramsay, bizarrely, but she had to do a little project on Gordon Ramsay and had to sort of decorate it and stuff. And without kind of instruction from me or anything, she'd got the Illustrators, and I'll try and remember when I get home later on, take a picture of it. She'd done the most awesome colouring and blending with the Illustrators. Do you know, like, yeah, even, she must have been watching Crafters TV is all I can think. She must have been watching Craig and picked up some hints and tips. But she's absolutely loving those. And you can get the 36-piece set for an absolute steal this evening, just £44 or $68 across the 36 colours that you're seeing there. Not a deal to be missed out on. Remember, the Monday Mega Deal only here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. Also on the show, from alcohol to aqua markers, we've got a 35% saving on your 36-piece bundle. A really good deal once again, so a great opportunity for you. Maybe as we head into the new year, you're thinking about going to try some colouring. If you're going down the alcohol route, you've got the Illustrators, aqua markers. Again, if you want to be able to do some watercolour techniques, this is the way to go. 36 pens you're getting in total. We're going to give you your essentials. So all of the different colours that you're seeing there, from your peaches and your terracottas through your tans and your slates, moss, you've got olive and lime in there, and you can see again, just by using water along with your pens, you get all the gradations of colours there, and of course the ability to be able to mix and match the colours up to create your own colours. So whilst we say, you know, it's 36 colours, 36 markers in total, dual ended as well, of course, with the fine nib and then the brush nib the other end, you'll create a lot more than the 36 colours that you've got within this set, because like we said, you've got all of the different hues you can create, mix and match your own colours up as well. Go back and watch, what was the show we had recently with Debbie? I think it was last week where we did a show with, it was a Spectrum Noir Masterclass. She did some brilliant hints and tips with the watercolour pen, so do go back and look last week. But you'll find lots of shows like that on YouTube. Check out Colour Me Happy shows for loads of great ideas with these. Floral incorporates things like your begonias. You've got marigolds, so oranges and yellows and greens and purples in here as well. Gorgeous wildflower and heather. And then your final set in this collection is your nature. And again, you can see all of the different colours within that set. So your oranges and chestnut fawn desert, you've got evergreen and sea green, then a lovely collection of blues in there as well, the kingfisher and peacock blue, and marine too. So 36 pens in total. Great price on those tonight, £35, 20 platinum. Everyone saves £24.97 or $34.97. Platinum price comes down by another 20%, $35.20 or $51.20. Lots of comments coming through. I'll read those the other side of a short break. We want to give you the opportunity to get your baskets checked out. It's a busy old Monday makers. When we come back, more with Craig. We're going to look at the Colourable Creator Card dies, and we'll also read some more of your comments and questions. But right now, head to the checkout, and we will be right back.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Oh, we still enjoy watching those fails time and time again. Hopefully you guys do too. We might try, Johnny just said we might try and update and do another one soon because there've been some more fails.
There's been no more fails. We're not going to be able to...
I remember somebody once who squashed an elephant.
Yeah, I wonder why that's not on there, eh?
Yeah, I wonder.
I think a lot of the fails as of late is maybe slip of the tongues when it comes to the words. Can't put them on.
Too naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
Talking of naughty, naughty, Zoe Carver says, Ben, would you wear a kilt the traditional way? Commando. I don't know if that, well, I don't know if that is the, I mean, is that the traditional way?
Yep.
No pants on, Charlotte. Kilts. Cindy says, thank you guys. I've been saying Edinburgh properly. Most of the US people I've heard say Edinburgh.
No, it's definitely not Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Definitely not Edinburgh. No, that I can assure you, not Edinburgh.
Sensational Sky says, Ben with a kilt and bagpipes. Cool.
I used to, see when I was younger, I hated the bagpipes.
What's that?
When I was younger, I hated the bagpipes, although I hated the noise. See, now that I've gotten older, not just because I've moved out of Scotland, even before I moved, oh my gosh, I absolutely adore them now. Especially more now that I'm not in Scotland, whenever I do go back or there's maybe weddings about and you hear it, it's like...
It's one of those instruments, isn't it? If you play it badly, it's horrendous, but if you can actually play it well, it's a lovely instrument to listen to.
Yeah.
It's like the violin. I used to play the violin. It's like, you know, if you can't play the violin, it sounds like somebody treading on a cat.
With the bagpipes, is you don't have to be musically minded to know when the bagpipes are playing bad. You can tell, that wasn't meant. But as you say, if you've got a nice smooth flow when it comes to the tune of the bagpipes, gosh, it's gorgeous.
Carol says, I love Edinburgh, Glasgow and Wemyss Bay. Wemyss Bay. Oh, he's coming over.
Holy moly, how big's the font?
No, I've just made it big. I've made it bigger for you.
Wemyss Bay.
Wemyss Bay. Wemyss Bay. Wemyss Bay.
No. Wemyss Bay? I've never heard of that.
Wemyss. It might be, well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Kirsty Lee says, I used to get kilts all the time when I was younger from my grandma and great auntie Elsie. She lived in Dundee. My tartan is the Mackenzie tartan.
Oh, nice.
And Jyoti says, I love Edinburgh. I used to go there for work years ago. Hi, Stephanie, who's joined us saying, good afternoon, everyone from a sunny New Jersey. Great to see Ben and Craig together again. It has been a while. It has been. Well, it was last week, but it was a bit of a while before that.
It was, wasn't it?
We're together pretty much all week as well. We're together all Wednesday and all Thursday. Thursday night, mark it in your calendar, going to be awesome. 6 p.m, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. It is the Crafters Companion Cartload Christmas Party Show.
Whoop, whoop.
Lots of fun and games coming up. I know Nicola and Liam and the rest of the team have been working very hard to put some fun party games together.
Yep.
So we're going to have some games. We're going to be singing and dancing and crafting and joking and laughing, and it's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yes. If you are wanting to see any incredible demos, Thursday's not the time to be watching. We might do something. They're not gonna be fast.
It's a great opportunity to have a bit of a Christmas party with us. So choose your favourite tipple. We'll choose ours. And we'll do it all together on Thursday.
We will do. Yep. Tequila bottle is chilling as we speak.
I think there's still 4 cans of lager in the fridge in the gallery as well.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's gone, is it?
It's gone.
Ah,
Charlotte's drank them.
Charlotte's drank them. It was George and Jamie, I think. It was the other shifts. Never mind. Colourable Creator Card Die Collection is the next step that we're going to have a look at. I think these are absolutely brilliant. I think I've already seen these once before, but a very cool concept once again, because they are multi-usable, if you like, for the fact that when you combine all of these together, they look the absolute business. But if you're just using the stamps on their own, you can do, or alternatively, when you combine them all together, you create the most gorgeous cards. Once again, you can cut straight into your card if you wish. You get your outer frame so you can use it as like a layered panel if you want to do it that way. However, quick, easy, simple cards which are going to incorporate your skills of not only die cutting but your colouring as well. With each of the sets, you get the stamps to work in conjunction with the main creator card die. You've got your outer die there as well, and then the dies to cut out your sentiment. This one is the cupcake. That is called Celebrate Your Day. It says, oh no, it doesn't at all. It says, life's too short, eat the cake, happy birthday, and celebrate your day. Then within this set, you're going to get the beautiful Flutterby. So there's butterflies and birds and all sorts in here. I can't wait to see this in action with Craig in just a few moments' time. We've got the beautiful Flutterby. Is that called Flutterby? Oh, beautiful butterfly, Flutterby. Beautiful like a butterfly. Every day is precious. And spread your wings. This is super cute, which is the thinking of you. What are they, Johnny? How on earth did you know that? Is that a bullfinch, is it? Is that actually right, is it?
Bullfinch is falling off.
It's a bullfinch, apparently, according to Johnny. Let us know if he's wrong. He's a, what did you call him? Oh, a twitcher.
Did I ever tell you the story about what my gran said to me? She's no longer here, unfortunately, anymore, but I would go around and, you know, I would do DIY and bits and pieces and that for her. And there was one day, no, it's not a gag, trust me, it's not a gag, it's not a gag. And she wanted a bird, like a, not a bird feeder, but a bird bath.
All right.
So we got a bird bath because towards the end she was quite housebound. And then so she'd be looking out the window. I was doing DIY and she says, you know, Craig, she says, I do like looking out the windows and just seeing the birds going past. And then she says to me, do you like looking out the windows and seeing the birds going past? I hope Caitlin's not watching. I was like, probably different birds from you, Gran, than what I tend to look at. She never got it. She never got it. No, no, she never got it. Yeah, it's always stuck in my mind, that, yeah.
There's another joke there, but I'm not going to do it because it's not late enough. Moving on, Ben, moving on. Sweet roses. So you've got birds in here, you've got the birthday party, you've got the florals, beautiful, beautiful roses. Again, like if you maybe new into your colouring, if you're thinking about potentially using things like your tri-blends, these are absolutely perfect to be able to do that, combining your colouring skills with your card making skills as well. Maybe this is the first set that you'll, make cards with that you'll then start to colour with. It affords you the opportunity to be able to do that. But, like I was saying just a few moments ago as well, don't think every time that you get this set out you have to use the dies with the stamps. Use the stamps individually on their own should you want to do that, but you can see that the kind of things that you can create, whether you're cutting straight into the card or indeed creating a panel elsewhere. That one is called your Special Bouquet. Once again, value for money is in the deal, in the bundle. You can go for those individually should you wish to. It's entirely up to you. The majority of people, again, going for the bundle this evening. $15.95 is what you're going to save, $18.21. Platinum price is £49.59 or $57.19. Let's have a look. Craig has got some finished cards over the other side of the studio to have a look at. I really love this set because we do a lot of creator card collections,
Yes.
but I think the first one we've done where you've got the ability to use stamps in conjunction with the creator card element.
Absolutely, yeah. Genius idea, simple idea, but one that's not been thought of beforehand from us at Crafters Companion. And what you've got with these, when they come as your creator cards, that just means you've still got that ability to cut in or cut out. So you've got the aperture frame that we can see here, but of course that could be on a bigger scale piece of cardstock if you choose not to use the outside die.
Yeah.
But we've got the cupcake. But because you can cut in, Ben, it means you can still go into your easel cards, your double easels. You can go in with your stepper cards that you can see here. You've got the beautiful birds there, but then you can still have a play with the concepts. I mean, look at that one. Turn it into an edgeable. Isn't that fab? Another one again, theatre cards, diorama cards that you can see. You've got your backdrop if you choose to do your own water technique backgrounds. You can do things such as your accordion cards and projects.
Oh, cool.
If you want to, you can use them as shaker elements, no problem whatsoever. But then you can start to decoupage, and you know how much I love my decoupage. So you can do that because the stamp is a full stamp. So you could use it on its own if you want to. You don't have to use them together. You probably won't use the die on its own because it gives you a weird looking shape. You know, if you can find a use for it, by all means go ahead. But the stamp itself, you absolutely can use on its own. So let's go in with the dragonflies here, and we'll make a really simple card where we focus on the colouring. So what I'm going to do first is, we know by now I like to do my die cutting first. You can stamp first if you want to, but I'm going to go in with my die cutting. And I just want to make sure that my stamp is in the right way, which it is, that we can just see there. And now this piece of card is 4.5 by 6.5. So if I use just the die here, this is going to stay in place. But of course, if I go along with the outside die, that's going to give me the frame already for me.
And you die cut first to simply, well, it's horses for courses, but die cutting first I think is almost a sensible way to go, isn't it?
Well,
in case.
For me, I'm going to use, in actual fact, no, I was away to use my stamping platform, my 8x8. I'd done that this morning. Let's do it with my purple mat, and that's a good way to show you why I like to do my die cutting first. But also, my fear is, as long as your dies are secured down, they're not going to budge. My fear is, Ben, that, you know, I stamp and I colour first, then I come and put my die on the top, I run it through, the die slips, and it's cut all that colour in that I've just done. That's my fear. So that's why I do prefer to do the die cutting first.
Yeah.
However, predominantly it is because I get a lovely backdrop against that purple contrast, what we'll show you in a moment. So that's how it starts to look, and that's what I mean by, you probably wouldn't necessarily use that on its own. You might do if you want to. But if I bring in my purple mat here, so I'm going to go in with my stamping mat, and then what I can do is if I can find my 6x6 without wrecking the joint, which I don't think I can, so we'll just go with our 8x8 because it's still going to do the job. So what I'm going to do is if I line that one there, so if I am using my stamping platform, a 6x6, my 4x4, because I've done my die cutting first, I can see the contrast of the purple in the back. So that just means when I do line up, I can look over and I can see the outline of the white against the purple. So it enables me to follow it with ease. So then I can just go down and commit, and that's me giving that perfect look.
Yeah.
If I weren't to do the die cut first, that just means, Ben, I'm pretty much going in blind.
Yeah,
and I'm having to follow. So that's why I do like to do my actual stamping first onto, sorry, my die cutting first onto my stamping mat. And then let's bring in some Noir Black.
Okay.
So we're going to stamp that one. So give it a really good stamp, ink it up with our alcohol proof, because I'm going to use some illustrators for this one.
Oh yeah.
And then once again, I'm just going to go in, and then I'm visually going to line up using the outline of the die cut against my purple mat, and then we can then press this one in, and then give it a really good press so that we get an impression. And then once we're happy we've pressed enough, we can then lift. And do you know something? I missed a wee bit there and a wee bit there. That's where your large stamping platform with the magnetic base comes in handy, because we could just re-stamp. However, I do have one finished colour that I was doing in between the two shows there. So I'm still going to carry on and use this one.
Okay.
So let's go in with a piece of cardstock, and then I'm going to go in illustrators. I'm going to go in with just 2 greens just now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in with LG3 and AG3. So I'm going to go in with the lightest, and I'm going to go in with the brush, and then what I'm going to do is just start to build the colour. So I'll do a few leaves and a few areas of the dragonfly wings, and then we can bring in the one that I've already done.
Susie says you need your rotation design board. It's available on the website right now. Lovely idea from Chai Vixen, who says on YouTube, I would love to see these cards made and not coloured in and give to the little kiddies to colour in for their mums on Mother's Day as a gift.
It's a really lovely idea, isn't it?
Nice idea. Really, really cute.
Really lovely.
Hi, Samantha Cheney says, afternoon, everyone. I'm watching the show on TV whilst wrapping presents. Got to get it done. Yeah. I think I'm almost there with presents wrapped, done. We were chatting in the break, and you're sort of done, aren't you, Christmas shopping? Are you wrapped?
So about 95% of it's all wrapped. I was just waiting on a few more parcels from QVC.
Of course.
Now that they have been delivered, we can then finish wrapping them. Tomorrow my plan is, as I was saying earlier, to chill, yes, tidy my craft room,
yes,
but then start the mammoth packing for heading to Scotland, because as soon as myself and Corin finish at 8 o'clock on Friday, I am hitting that road and I'll be driving home for Christmas.
Driving home for Christmas.
So I'll probably get home about midnight, 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve.
Ah, be nice to be there though, for if you got the whole Christmas Eve day with your family.
A couple of people have said, well, why don't you just go on Christmas Eve? I'm like, no way am I going to be driving on Christmas Eve. One, because of the traffic. And two, I just want to be chilling with my mum, my stepdad, my brother will be there. My stepdad will have started on some of the food and can just pick away when he's not looking. Blame it on my brother.
Nice.
Get lots of cuddles from Clemmy.
I think almost Christmas Eve. I don't know if anyone else feels this.
I know what you're away to say, and I agree with you.
I enjoyed Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day.
Yeah, snap.
Because it's the build-up to it, isn't it? Like you say, it's everyone's snuggled, you know, you've got a TV on, you know.
Got my Yankee Candle Christmas Eve burning.
Yeah, got some nice, you know, snacks. It's always quite nice sort of like Christmas Eve to have maybe something like not Christmas Eve food, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe getting like maybe like a takeout or something like that. We have like the Christmas Eve boxes in our house as well. We've all got matching pyjamas again this year.
Oh.
How have you, Johnny? Got to be done. But yeah, Christmas Eve, I absolutely love it. Yeah, Boxing Day, it's all nice, isn't it? It's all nice. Hopefully, what? Really?
Yeah, no. Sure, America doesn't have Boxing Day, no? Because I've mentioned it a few times, and there's been comments coming through from you guys stateside asking, what is Boxing Day?
No, Boxing Day in the US. Oh, Charlotte's saying it's to do when... Yes, very true, that is right. It's to do with when there were, yes, the servants in the stately homes. It was like their Christmas Day, wasn't it? I think it was when the servants could then celebrate Christmas after, because they'd obviously be serving the masters of the house during Christmas Day. So Boxing Day was like their celebration, we think. Hoi hoi, Pepperloy, says Thea. Oi oi!
Oi oi!
Oh, yay. Very, very busy last few days, you say. Hopefully you're well. Nope, says Susie. We don't have Boxing Day, but Canada does. Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that strange? Carol, who was talking about Weymouth Bay, says it's a town on the coast of the Firth of Clyde in Inverclyde in the west central lowlands of Scotland.
Oh, no, I've heard it. I couldn't recognise it by the way it was written. But I know what you're meaning now. Yeah.
And one more for now. Hi, Patty Heard from California. Welcome. And also a message from Kimberly who says, Craig, there is a show in the US now called Haunted Scotland. Last week they were in the Edinburgh tunnels.
Yeah, it's on Discovery Plus here in the UK.
All right.
Yes,
Any good?
I'm sure that's the one that's got Gail Porter in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure that's got Gail Porter.
Oh, hang on. Charlotte says Boxing Day got its name when Queen Victoria was on the throne in the 1800s. It's born out of the tradition that wealthy families boxing up gifts to give to the poor. That's what it was. So it's we were sort of right. And he's saying no Boxing Day in the US. They do have it in Australia. And I miss Boxing Day, says Betty Weaver, transplanted Canadian living in Idaho. I think Christmas Eve is good.
Yeah, but
Christmas
I do like
Day,
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day's fun because you get to eat all of the leftovers, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was nice.
I had to do a bubble and squeak on Boxing Day.
Do you?
Yeah, mixing all the veg.
Yeah. My stepdad usually does maybe like a curry or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, roll on this weekend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's just, I can't believe it's
Do you know
come
what
around
I'm
here so quickly.
also looking forward to when it comes to food is last year I was still getting over being ill from being in hospital.
Oh, yes, because you'd only just come back, hadn't you?
Although I'd kind of not that long come out of hospital, it still wasn't great with my appetite over the Christmas period.
Yeah.
So this year,
Make up for it.
oh, I'm going to be making up for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, got to be done. Absolutely got to be done. Trying to get in as much running as I can over the course of this week to lose a few final pounds to put back on again over the
Christmas
weekend.
isn't the time to do that. Definitely not.
Anita says, I used to think Boxing Day was the day that you throw out all the boxes and packages from Christmas when I was a kid. Lol.
I never thought of that. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
And Kimberly says, yes, Haunted Scotland is the show with Gail Porter.
I thought so, yeah.
Kim says, we build gingerbread houses on Christmas Eve with our oldest son and his family. I will post pictures. Yes, please.
Please do.
We'd love to see those. I just love Christmas. I think I love Christmas Eve more over the last few years because normally at Christmas time I'm sort of doing a panto and I haven't spent lots of Christmas Eves with the family, so I love doing it now.
It's nice, yeah.
But I think we might do the Christmas Eve Santa run in Darlington. It's the park run.
Is it?
It's the park run, but you have to wear like Santa hats. So I think we might do that. Well, I might anyway, Christmas Eve morning, and then hunker down for the rest of the day.
On New Year's Day, we do the New Year's Duke. I don't do it.
The New Year's Duke?
Where you go, well, you can do it all over, but my town is where you go into the River Tay on New Year's Day. The River Tay? Where it's absolutely Baltic. Originally, it was you would go in the Duke in the Nude.
The Duke in the Nude?
In the Duke in the Nude.
You go the Duke in the Nude?
Whereas people do it with kind of like their Speedos or costumes or that on now.
What in the morning they do it, do they?
Yeah, I think it's round about midday.
What, people are walking around with no clothes on?
Yeah. Yeah.
They go in the sea down, so I go back to Devon to see my family, and they go in the sea down there. Sidmouth do it. I'm sure they do it in Paynton as well, just like a early morning run into the sea on Boxing Day. I've never seen the point of it really, because you literally do that, Johnny, don't you? You just run in, have a bit of a splash around, way, whoa,
and then you're
back out again.
Yeah. You see everyone out walking with their dogs, all wrapped up with hats and scarves, and you've got these ones that are running in and then they run straight out.
Yeah, not for me.
No. I always laugh. My auntie every year, she says, I'm going to do it next year. She said that for about 20 odd years now. She's still not done it. You're like, yeah, Jane, it ain't going to happen.
I think of better things to do, to be honest. Janet Crawwell says, I love Boxing Day as it's my birthday. That's a bit of a Brucey bonus, isn't it? Christmas Day into Boxing Day. That's looking marvellous, by the way. Are you done for now?
There you go.
Gorgeous.
And so all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some mats and layers, and I'm going to go in with a piece of pattern paper that I've got, Ben.
Yeah.
I want to keep it quite pink, but you see how my pink paper just kind of, it's nice, but it just goes into the background. You want something to lift it. So a piece of our vellum, which will go into the back. You've still got that pink, but it's a lot more subtler by having that vellum. So all that I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to mat and layer them and stick them together.
When I lived in England, says Kate, in California, Boxing Day was a day for crafting with my mum. Despite being 10,000 miles away now, I keep up that tradition and catch up on FaceTime.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is sweet.
That is so nice. Love that.
Kirsty D says, our family Boxing Day tradition is that the head of the family, Dad, gives presents out to us kids. He buys the presents himself. Not even Mam knows what they are.
Oh.
Alison says, I'm going with my family to the Panto at the Anvil in Basingstoke on Christmas Eve. Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes,
she
you are.
is. And just a lot of you chatting now about running into the sea on Christmas. They do that in America, says Vicky. For charity, it's called the Polar Plunge.
Ooh.
And Brenda says, yeah, it's the Polar Plunge in the US.
Yeah, that name is more applicable to...
Yeah, and it makes you want to do it even less, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You know.
that I could imagine.
What was yours called? The Nude Duke?
New Year Duke.
Oh, the New Year, not the Nude Duke.
Yeah, not the new Duke. It's a new Duke each year, but it's a New Year Duke.
Are you saying Duke or Duke?
Duke.
Duke.
Yeah, D-O-O-K.
Ah. What
Duke.
is that Scottish for? Duke.
So you're duking
Dunk.
under.
Oh, dunk.
Yeah,
So
dunk.
the New Year's dunk.
Yeah, so you go running in and you duke under the water.
Duke.
You duke.
You dunk, you mean?
Yeah. Well, you dunk under the water,
But
yeah,
you
but
duke.
in Scotland you duke under it.
I
Yeah,
love the way you say Duke.
duke.
Duke. New Year's Duke. Janet just saying how beautiful your card is, by the way.
Thank you. Duke.
So sometimes you have to duke under the counter to get out a thing, don't you?
Sometimes I have to duke under the bunker.
Duke under the bunker?
Duke under the bunker.
What?
That was a conversation on Saturday.
Don't know what that means.
Right as we started Play Your Crafts Right, I had my elf top on.
Oh, yeah.
And always get lovely comments about it. And forgive me, can't remember who it was that said, it'd be great, Craig, you'd be good for Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, yeah.
So I went, I could do. So I went, I could be Elf on the bunker. And I went and sat on the bunker behind you. And that started off being, what's a bunker?
Yeah.
What's a bunker? And a lot of people at first were saying, it's a kitchen worktop.
Yeah,
it's a unit.
worktop.
And then eventually, because of you lovely lot at home, some of you came back, it's like, yeah, it's certainly in Edinburgh, it's known as a bunker.
So do you have a bunker in the kitchen, do you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. A kitchen worktop.
Kitchen bunker.
Yeah, we call it kitchen bunker.
Well,
Sit
I
on the
never did.
bunker. Yeah.
I feel like I've learnt so much with you over this show.
Kitchen
As
bunker,
always.
Yeah. Kitchen worktop. We call it kitchen bunker. We think it's come from many years ago. They would have a coal bunker in the kitchen.
A
So
coal bunker in the kitchen?
A coal bunker in the kitchen.
Ah.
Yeah. So I wonder if it stemmed from maybe you were sitting on the bunker.
Yeah.
Maybe they used that as an extra area to maybe play up or something like that. So sitting on the bunker, and it's just transitioned to the worktop.
Wow.
So it is a thing, certainly within the centre of Edinburgh, that we found out.
Every day's a school day with you, not just for crafting, but just in general. That's gorgeous, and like you say, take a bit of time with the colouring, but it's nice and easy to create a very, very standout card, isn't it, with this
It
set?
is, and it's a good one to show as well, where you've got the detail within the wing. See how they're all individual? You don't have to colour them individual. I've just gone in and I've started with that jade, with the dark, and gone up to the light. So you don't have to do individual sections in an individual way. You can go on and do it as one.
You can. Oh, the counter says Anita Vasquez, lol, was trying to figure out what a bunker was. The counter. Duke, you also say, I like that. I've never heard it before. And Kimberly says on Facebook, do dukes swim in the pond? No, that's a duck.
That's a duck. But the ducks do duke.
I was going to get you to say that, but you said it anyway. Great minds.
I knew what was coming.
That is please, can you say that again?
The ducks do duke. The ducks do duke.
The ducks do duke.
The ducks do duke.
Oh, dear. Right, let's have a quick look at the full set that you're going to get. The Colourable Creator Card Die Collection. Very popular this evening. The full bundle is the one which most of you are going for. You can go for these individually should you wish, but it is the main bundle that's flying out the door. $49.59 is your platinum price. Everyone saves $15.95, $18.21. That's another 20% if you're platinum. $57.19 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. So again, as you saw with Craig, you get all of the stamps and dies to be able to do the creator card. Then you've got the outer die there as well. If you want to cut it out of your card, you can do. So whether you want to go in or out or shake it all about, you can. You also get the dies to be able to use with your sentiments, which you get with each and every set. So that's your floral bouquet. We've got beautiful roses in there as well. I think that one might be my favourite. I love the colouring of the roses there. Really, really beautifully blended. Then you've got the bullfinches, as producer Johnny told us. Nobody has said otherwise, so we'll believe him. Then you've got your beautiful butterflies in here. There's the beautiful, hang on a minute. Yeah, butterflies, 2 lots of butterflies. No, this is a dragonfly.
No, dragonfly.
Dear, oh dear, Ben. Butterfly, dragonfly, and then lastly in the collection is the wonderful cupcake, which is called Celebrate Your Day if you're looking to get that individually. So $49.59, $57.19. We are going to have a short little break in just a second. However, worth bearing in mind that a lot of you have been going for the ultimate USB. So we had a masterclass on the on the Ultimate Pro earlier on. And a lot of you were adding the Pro into your basket and then adding in this USB. It contains 33 projects that you can do with your Pro, and honestly, loads of you have grabbed it. Simply because you are then going to take away the Pro with 33 projects that you can get crafting with, but also for the fact, look at the saving today. This is a £45, $50 USB that you're only paying £16 for today if you're platinum, or $28. 33 exclusive projects with digital Sarah, not to be sniffed at. Again, if you're looking to pick that up, maybe you've already got the Pro and you're stuck for ideas, lost your crafty mojo, pick this one up today. You will thank us later. 33 projects and a lot of fun. It's definitely just saying about the creator card collection. Says I got this collection, but I haven't had time to play with them yet. Glad I am getting a lesson on them. And Brenda says, when I was a kid, Mum would make oyster stew. We got Christmas pyjamas and then we went to the early Christmas Eve church service. That sounds nice.
I've always wanted to go to midnight maths.
I say that every year.
Yeah.
And I never do it.
No, said that to Mum every year as well for a good number of years. We'd love to go to midnight maths. No, I'm not overly religious or that, but I would just love to go there, see the evening into Christmas, the lovely carol music. I would love that.
Yeah, something nice about just relaxing and
taking it in.
Just
thinking about the past year as
well.
well.
Yeah, maybe I will do that this year. And Anita says on YouTube, the ducks do duke. Lol, hilarious. Who was asking that? Sylva's just asking, do you duke your biscuits in your tea?
Gosh, Sylv, that's a bit personal, is it not? It depends what ones it are. You know, I don't do something like custard cream or something like that, but a rich tea or a digestive, yeah, I do like to duke them. And I love to play Russian roulette with them and be like, are they going to go? Are they going to go? Are they going to go? Oh, no, I managed to catch them. Or you think you've just managed, and then they just plop into your tea.
Duke your biscuits. On that note, should we have a little break? I cannot believe it's 7:25. We've got about 35 minutes to go. They always say time flies when you duking your biscuits. So if you have got a tea or a coffee on the go, get your biscuits duked, and we will be back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, you know, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all out of time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello. I'm just sat on the bunker. In a minute, Craig's gonna duke down under the bunker, eh? And go over the other side of the studio. Duking. By the way, Susie says she loves to play the Russian roulette game with her cookies as well.
Yeah.
Dunking the
biscuit.
Dunking the biscuits and the cookies.
Is it going to drop?
Huh?
Is it going to drop? Is it going to go?
That's the risk you take, isn't it?
The risk you've got to take, yeah. Do you want that mashed bit of biscuit at the bottom of your cuppa?
Do you then still drink it though?
Oh, gives me the bulk.
What did you say?
Gives me the bulk.
Gives you the bulk?
Yeah, when you see all that mashed up at the bottom of your cup, you're like, oh, gives me the bulk.
You know?
Yeah.
Johnny just said, it's like watching two guys in the... It's like I'm in the back of an Uber and Craig's driving. Busy day, mate?
Not bad, not bad. Not bad. What about yourself? Busy?
Whoa! Right, back in the real world. Jane says, you two are too funny. Thank you, we try. And Debbie says, 1 year at midnight mass, the power went out. There was only candlelight in the church and it was beautiful.
Oh,
I
wow.
bet
Oh my
it
gosh,
was.
amazing.
Susie says, gives me the heebie-jeebies, the mash on the bottom of a cup.
Yeah.
Gives me, what did you say? Gives me the proper boke?
Gives me the bulk.
Gives me the boke.
Bulk.
So if you duke too long, you can get the boke after you've duked. You don't want to be...
You don't want to have the bulk when you're duking.
I've learned 2 new words. No, 3 new things. So bunker, doke, duke and boke.
Bulk.
And boke.
Bulk.
Brilliant.
Bulk.
Bulk.
Instead of boat, bulk.
Yeah, boke. Yeah,
that's it.
We're gonna need a bigger boke.
Oh, haggis is delicious.
Who said that? Kimberly says people in Scotland eat haggis, but mushy biscuits make you ill.
Yeah, oh, when me and Caitlin went to Edinburgh, we went to this lovely restaurant and oh my gosh, the name's just escaped me right now, but it was chicken, and inside it was stuffed with haggis, and it had bacon wrapped around it. Oh my gosh, it had the most incredible mushroom sauce with it. Oh, it was delicious. But haggis and black pudding.
I love them. I love haggis. Haggis is my favourite. We had haggis when we were in Edinburgh. I tried it, and I actually quite liked it. Very, it's quite spicy, isn't it, haggis?
Well, it depends.
Ah.
Traditionally, it's not meant to be.
You don't want to know what it is.
You don't want to know, Charlotte. All I'd say, if you really want to know what haggis or black pudding is, Google it.
I love you guys, says Eve B. Such a great laugh. Lol, says Michelle. And Sylv says, surely you've heard of boke or boking. I haven't. It must be a Scottish. I've never heard of that word before in my life. Janet says, I swear to God, I love you two. You are hilarious. I thought we were the only people to say boke. I'm in a buckle. I don't know what that means. I'm in a buckle. Does that mean you're like, haha, laughing? I don't know. Tell us anyway. Craig, says Terry, you're teaching the Scottish language as well as crafting. Brilliant.
I am indeed.
He is. It's always a school day. Anyway, I feel like we should just quickly move on with the heritage dies, because we've still got to do another demo of the show and demo of the day, of course, as well. So 2 more votes to come. So heritage dies, saw these at the top of the show. Remind you of the deal that you're going to be getting here. The most versatile set of dies I think you would possibly wish for. The most beautiful set of dies as well. If you missed Craig's earlier demo at the start of the show, do make sure that you have a little look back at that, because it was beautiful. Antique Chic. This one is the Venetian Charm. Then you've got in there the Edwardian Elegance. And again, these boards just showing off a few of the different ways that you can use these. Have a play with them. See the different ways that you can almost like twist and manipulate these to create different looks. Again, you don't have to use them all together at the same time. But as I said to Craig earlier on, I want to see like that. The outer die there is like the frame that you can then work within and twist the other die cuts around to create lots of really unique designs. That's the beautiful Baroque. And then you've got your Georgian swirls in there as well. 36 sheets of paper and 24 sheets of card for free within this bundle as well. You can go individually. However, what you might want to do is get the bundle, because you're going to get the 24 sheets of your pearlescent cardstock included as well. Double-sided, 6 sheets of each. Is it 250 GSM? Yes, it is. 250 GSM. Beautiful pearlescent cardstock. You're getting all of that for free. And the brilliant Garden Gnomes paper pad. 36 sheets in here. In the back, of course, you're getting your 6x6 scenes which you can chop into and have a lot of fun with. And then you're getting the rest. Double-sided paper is absolutely beautiful. Yes, it's called the Garden Gnomes, but of course, if you just want to add some zest, some fun, some real floral essences to your projects, there's plenty of papers in there to be able to do it. All of that for $62.35 if you're platinum, or $71.76. That's your platinum price. Very, very popular indeed. Sylv says, haggis sounds revolting, but it's delicious. Debbie says, haggis is illegal in the US.
Is it?
I don't think so. Maybe it is. I like black pudding, says Anita, but I have never had haggis. I wasn't brave enough to try haggis when I was in Scotland, says Jean. Buckle means laughing like mad. It's a Belfast saying, says Janet.
Okay.
And Brenda says, we learn so much on Crafters TV and not all about crafts. I'm going away, I feel, with a more rounded appreciation for the languages that we have here in the UK after today. Learned some Belfast sayings, some Scottish sayings, and more. And we've still got 25 minutes left to go.
We do indeed.
Should we have a look at the heritage dies?
Yes, let's do that. Let's have a look at the Antique Chic. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to use the cardstock that comes with it, because we showed you that earlier on. Let's bring something else in. What I will say is, if you love black pudding, you will like haggis. If you've never tried either, but you want to, please don't look at the ingredients beforehand, because you probably won't. Then have a little try. But it is delicious.
It is nice.
So what I've already done is, I've got my card blank. So I've got my card blank, which is 5x5. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my outer die, and then we can go in and we can cut this through our Gemini. And we're just using this one to start with. And as the last die from the heritage that I used beforehand, it's going to cut on the outside, and then it's going to cut in the, so it's going to cut on the inside, it's going to cut on the outside. What we do want to do is we're still wanting to emboss the embossed detail that you've got within that die. So I keep all my plates lined up, and then what I like to do is take my embossing mat. We're going to put that one on, then I flip it, and then I go in and I use my magnetic shim.
Okay.
We're going to run that one through. And then because we've gone in with the dark navy cardstock, I've gone in with my silver gilded wax. That can go around the edge. But I also want to create an aperture in the middle of my card blank. So if I take this one out now, so carefully take that out, and then we can carefully take that bottom one out. And then what I can do is if I bring this one into place now, I'm going to come in with my wax that we've got here. I'm going to go in with the silver. I'm just going to take a lovely little bit. I'm going to take as much as I can off at the moment. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly run along the emboss. I mean, look at that. You've got your like a metal effect. It's like the steel steps that go up to the WWE wrestling ring. It's got that effect to it.
If you shop the day as well, we've got the silver gilding wax and also the Renaissance on the Shop the Day page. Debbie says haggis is illegal. It's no joke. And Susie says traditional haggis is illegal in the US because of a 1971 ban on food which contains something which is in haggis, which is a bit gross.
Okay, right.
And Cindy just says, for some reason, my son who doesn't like eggs really enjoys Scotch eggs.
Oh, love it.
That's like my daughter who doesn't like cauliflower, but she loves cauliflower cheese.
Really?
Figure that one out.
But then I suppose the cheese is maybe taking away the cauliflower taste.
Yeah, I guess.
To be honest, I don't like either.
What, cheese or cauliflower?
I don't like cauliflower, and I don't like cauliflower and cheese.
Oh, but you like cheese?
I like cheese.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I do like cheese. It's lovely.
Oh, okay.
I've just recently gotten into camembert.
Oh, camembert, mate. Put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Roast your camembert and then dip your bread.
With the bread, crusty bread.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just delicious.
Absolutely beautiful. Maybe with a bit of the
relish or
relish or chutney that you can get with like onion chutney. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, Christmas is coming, Johnny. Johnny just gone, Christmas is coming.
Oh, I might need to stop and get some and...
Oh, yeah. Even if you're not like putting it in the oven, just like, you know, like a little tray of camembert with some like French bread or whatever, just like cut it into chunks and just like slapping it onto your French loaf. Oh, come on.
But I could imagine I would still like that, but yeah, nice and warm and gooey and runny.
Oh, yes, stop talking about it now. My stomach's going to start rumbling. Oh, Susie as well to say, stop it, making me hungry. Cheese and bread, my weakness. Oh, I mean, come on. What's not to love about that?
What is not to love about that one? I know.
Cheese and bread. Proper French baguette.
That the Co-op food store here in the UK done or still do a gorgeous cheese, like a cheese crusty loaf.
Oh yeah.
And it was cheese all the way through.
Cheese all over the loaf.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was lovely, but it was also all the way through the loaf as well. Oh yeah. Absolutely divine.
Do you know what I discovered up here, and I don't know if they do them further, I've never seen them down south, but you know like baps? Like cheesy baps.
Yes.
And I'd never really seen this before in the south, and it was when I first moved up, first came up and I was living in the crafter's house, used to go to the local Tesco's and buy like cheesy baps, and like, oh dear, absolutely immense.
Yeah, they are lovely.
Melted cheese on top of your baps.
Yeah. Oh gosh, you don't like that. You don't mind that. Oh. You don't mind duking a cheesy bap and a bit of camembert.
What's a bap, says Susie? Like a Like a bread bun, like a roll.
A roll.
You put your burger in a bap.
No, you put your burger in a roll.
Oh, don't start this conversation. You have a cheese roll. You put your burger in a bap. You would put your burger in a bap. You would. Oh, that thing is south-north divide here. A bap. You'd have your cheese in a roll, cheese roll, burger in a bap. Burger bap. What do you put your burger in?
A roll.
A roll. What do you put your cheese in?
A roll. Or
Cheese
a
roll.
sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah. Put my bacon on a roll. Sausage on a roll. So it's a sausage. No, that's a sausage roll, or I'll ask for a sausage on a roll. So if I go into Greg's and I want a sausage roll, I'll say, can I have a sausage roll, please? If it's before 10:30 in the morning, what I might just say is, can I have a sausage on a roll, please?
Sausage on a roll, sausage on a roll, sausage on a roll. Hey.
Although I do prefer bacon on a roll. Crispy bacon.
Bacon on a roll, bacon on a roll,
of,
bacon on a roll.
Black pudding as well. Oh. Although I did stock up. I meant to ask, actually, did you try your squared sausage?
Oh, I haven't taken it yet. I must remember to take it tonight.
Have you forgotten it?
No, yeah, it's in the freezer.
I put it in the freezer, yeah.
In the freezer.
Yeah,
I mentioned it to Laura
freezer.
this morning, actually, because she was very excited about squared sausage and she was talking about making... What do you tend to do with your squared sausage?
So I put it on a roll. On a roll.
Can you make meatballs out of it?
What's the point of that?
Well, that's
just take mince and make your meatballs out of that.
I don't know. That's what Laura suggested. She was like, "Oh, make sausage meatballs."
Oh, it's a slab of sausage. It's a
just slap it on your
cook
bat.
It. Yeah,
square
stick it on your
sausage bat.
roll. Yeah, you know what? That defeats the purpose of a squared sausage.
Okay. Well, how big is it? How big is it? Can I go and have a look?
Yeah, go and have a look.
Where is it? In the freezer? In the
top freezer
library?
of John and Tracy's. Jake's there. So yeah, do look. If it's for anyone that's wondering, obviously, you know what a sausage is. Squared sausage is, instead of the skin all the way around it, it's the meat inside the sausage. It's been compacted up into a block and then it's just sliced. It's absolutely delicious. And the Scots squared sausage tastes incredible. I'm going to be stocking up when I go home again next week. But you can see there, I've done the frame using the die. And then what I've done is I've used the inner die to create my aperture. Oh, here he comes.
Yeah. So it's like a squared sausage burger.
Mm-hmm.
That looks amazing. Might have that for dinner.
It's delicious. Doesn't take long to defrost.
Why do they not do squared sausage anywhere else?
It's just a Scottish thing. Tracy did tell me that the freezer food store, Farm Foods in England do it, but it is not as tasty as Scottish squared sausage.
Okay. Well, I will tuck into that later on. Thank you for reminding. I'm going to leave it out actually.
You're welcome. And if you need any more brought back, same with you, Johnny, let me know.
Oh yeah. Have you had yours, Johnny? Oh, Johnny's had his. Did you have any, Charlotte? Oh.
I did ask Charlotte twice in the message. What? Oh well.
I love rice pudding.
If you want to try it,
what?
I'll bring it back. Sorry, I'm just having another conversation with Charlotte here about sausage. If you want any brought back, just let me know, Charlotte. I'll bring it back for Ben. I think Leanne wants some more brought back as well, so I brought her a pack.
He's the square sausage man.
Mm-hmm.
Sylv just messages to say, I love rice but hate rice pudding. Now that makes me boke. Zoe Carver says, yes, Ben, I'm in the south and have cheesy baps. Don't we? Bethard says, bun, burger in a bun. And Cara says, you put square sausage in a bap in Devon, Craig. Thank you, Cara, fellow Devonian. Burger, sausage in a bap. Square sausage reminds... I don't know what that means, Brenda. I don't know if I want to read that out. Square sausage reminds me of scrapple. What is that?
Scrapple?
Yeah. What is that? Do you mean Scrabble?
Scrabble.
Oh. Pennsylvanian Dutch. Mush of pork scratching trimmings. combined with cornmeal and wheat flour. That's scrapple, apparently.
We do like meatloaf as well.
Yeah.
Good old meatloaf.
Yeah, Bat Out of Hell was one of my faves. We have square sausage here in Ireland, says Janet, and it's gorgeous.
It is indeed. I like mine with, it's got to be Heinz tomato sauce, a little bit of Heinz tomato sauce, and also a wee bit of mustard. Love it. It's tasty.
And Marion says, hi guys, so lovely to see you. It's lovely to hear from you, Marion. I'm looking for some education, please, and some laughs too.
Well, you're not going to get that here today on Monday Makers. You'll get educated on Scotland and squared sausage.
Well, you've just asked, is that sausage called lawn sausage? It is.
It is, yeah.
Not sure if that's the right spelling. It is. Lawn sausage.
Yeah, it is. L-O-R-N, yeah. I think it's got an E on it.
Stephanie says, I think you were talking about cauliflower before. If so, have you tried roasted cauliflower soup, Ben? Delicious. I've had cauliflower soup and I've had roasted cauliflower, but I have not had roasted cauliflower soup. So maybe I will try that, Stephanie. Thank you. I do kind of feel we need to stop talking about food.
For food, yeah.
I'm very, very hungry.
Not got much left. But let's go in, and I'm going to pop that one into there. I'm deliberately going on the front so I can get it exactly where I want onto the back, and then I can lift that up, and then I can press that one in because I use my dotted tape runner and it's really delicate. It did just tear slightly, but you can move it into place. So we can see we're starting to get that framed effect, which is looking pretty smart. It's looking pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself.
It is looking snazzy.
So let's go in with the love heart here. We can cut that one out.
So many different elements that combine together, but you can obviously, like you're showing us, use them in lots of different ways. Use them individually if you like.
That's it.
I keep thinking of the little ones, like the love heart you've shown. They'd be nice as little photo frames.
Definitely.
Little small.
Like it's not. Is it not a cameo? Oh, what do you call it?
A what?
Yeah, it's not a cameo, is it?
Polaroid.
No. You know that the little oval photo. It's kind of like like a silhouette. Cameo. It is. Yeah. 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 Something along those lines. But going in, and it's the fact, Ben, that you've got layer upon layer upon layer.
Yeah.
And then by using some together, so using the large and then that medium die, you've then got that most delicate frame, which of course we could do again in another striking colour and pop all the way around, but we're not going to. Let's go in. I'm just going to use my tacky glue because I don't want my dotty tape runner to tear this one. And these sort of ones, Ben, I go around the inner edge with my glue. I don't necessarily go around with the flourishes because I like them to be quite free flowing. So let's go in. I'm going to...
If you had one, could you use your dotty tape pen? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the only thing you have to watch for is because it's so delicate.
Right, okay.
So I've done that there and it tore. Now, as long as you hold it, then yes, you can do it. If you've still got your Xyron or your stick and spray, see, I've just torn one of those. No, it's not. That was a bit die cut, so that's all right. But if you've got your sprays or your Xyron left over, you can start to use that. And then what I'm going to do is press that one in. Let's take this love heart again. We'll do it in a piece of white, but this time I want that inner heart, not the actual detail. So we can run that one through. So we're creating a framed effect on the outside, but then we're creating a medium frame within the middle. And then you could use the back to write your sentiment or your word in or your verse if you want to. So let's come in with this one. So as I say, we want that inner one. And for this one, what I'm going to do, because we've got our aperture frame on the front, let's go in with some foam pads. I'm going to add a few there, and then there. Press them in. That can then sit in the middle. You can add gems, you can add pearls to finish off.
Yeah.
But if we come in and pop that one there, what we've got is a lovely aperture frame that you can see, maybe with love or hello.
Yeah.
And then don't forget as well, these corner ones here, all the way round, you've got two identical dies that you can then maybe come in with another shade of blue maybe, or another shade completely, and stick that one over the top. But then you've got that frame, maybe acetate or vellum or something.
Beautiful. Do you know what? Before I recap on the boards, we'll get Craig to line up his card to do the demo of the show. Beautiful, Craig, says Janet Crawwell. I am loving your creation. Cheryl saying, what a pretty die set. And great shout from you, Kimberly, who says, as delicate as that filigree is, I think the colours that Craig's used make that card still suitable for a man. Very nice.
Yeah, actually, completely agree.
Shall we get a vote going? Because we've got to do the show vote and then the demo of the day vote. So, Craig, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, can you recap us on your creations, please?
Yes, so we started off with the heritage dies. Also, that's using the collection that is on Ben's side. So number 1, you've got number 2, that's your Stamp and Die creator cards, and then number 3, which is the one we've just done, those again with the heritage dies, but gone more for that masculine effect. So 1, 2 or 3, the choice is yours.
You've got about 2 minutes to get your vote in on that one. Quick look at then everything that you're going to get within your heritage die collection. Don't forget, the best way to go is to get the bundle. You can go individual on these if you want to, but actually if you go for the bundle, you get all of the dies and you get the free gnome paper pad and you get the free 24 sheets of pearlescent cardstock from the Vintage Butterflies collection. Just a really super usable collection, and you've just seen actually a couple of different ways to be able to use this set with Craig. They launched on the 28th of October, so if you want to go back and check out the launch day show with these, feel free to do that. Again, if you are new to us, you might not know that on YouTube, it's probably the easiest place to find them. If you go to YouTube, you can go back and watch all of those shows that have gone by. If you just simply search for the heritage dies, the show should pop up for you, and you'll be able to watch that show back for even more inspiration, more ideas, more hints and tips. That is the full set of dies that you're going to receive, and don't forget, alongside that, we are going to give you for free, unbelievably, one of the most popular 12x12 paper pads that we've done this year, the Garden Gnomes collection. 36 sheets you're getting in there. It's actually 32 double-sided sheets, isn't it? Because at the back you're getting the sheets of your scenes in there, which you can create your 6x6s with, but then you get all of these beautiful designs within the set. And then on top of that, we're going to give you 24 sheets of the beautiful pearlescent cardstock from the Vintage Butterflies collection. 4 different colours, double-sided, and you're getting 6 sheets of each. Saving $29.98 today, or $39.90. Platinum price is $62.35 or $71.76. Lovely card, says Jessica. Very pretty, says Jane. Craig says, Marion, I had to buy this after your demo last time you had the heritage dies. Absolutely gorgeous. And Anita says, it's definitely been laughs and education here today. So glad that I was able to watch live. Quick look at the Monday mega deal. Or before we do that, demo of the show. 3. So
I'll bring that across to you.
Oh, thank you. Your vote then for demo of the day. There's only 2 because obviously we had a masterclass earlier on. So number 1 is Craig's Make Thank You from the Colourable. I still can't do it. Colourable Creator Card dies from Wake Up Call. So that's number 1. Or number 2 is the one that you've just voted for. So 1 or 2. You've got about 90 seconds to get your vote in on that. Quick vote, 1 or 2. Get voting. Before we get the votes in on that one, don't forget as well, 24-hour deal on the illustrators. The Monday mega deal. You've seen Craig using these over the course of this show. Really great deal. And whenever the price calms down on this, you'll see the details in just a second. These fly out of the door. So they're usually £75, $120. Look at the deal today, saving $19.99 or $34.99. Platinum price is just £44 or $68. All of these different colours you're going to receive within the set, and of course you've got those dual-ended markers as well. So one end you've got that really fine tip to it. You've also got the other end. One of these open. There we go. Yeah, so you've got your fine tip one end, and then the other end, you've got that beautiful Japanese brush nib to allow you to give really expressive strokes. But kind of, I always think of these as like a next step on the journey as far as your alcohol colouring is concerned. You're getting all of the colour essentials there, 36 different colours, allowing you to colour like an absolute pro and still do all of your blending in the process as well. That deal, though, is only live for 24 hours, and then it will go back up to where it should be. So if you're thinking about buying illustrators for the first time, or indeed perhaps you're thinking to yourself you need to stock up on your illustrators that you've already got, maybe they're running out, then it's a great opportunity for you to be able to do that. Just whilst we wait for the vote to come in, another jam-packed day lined up for you tomorrow. It is going to be me and Corinne tomorrow. Kicking off the day, though, Lily and Corinne wake up call. Going to be looking forward to the craft along that we've got, the floral frame cut and embossed folders. So if you bought those previously, tomorrow at 2 o'clock is the show to be joining myself and Corinne for. I've got a really good launch party as well coming your way at 6. That is going to be featuring things like the Say It With Flowers collection, which we launched during birthday. We've got Academy of Colour on there, and also that heat gun, the brilliant brand new heat gun with the foam. If you've not yet seen that, it's worth tuning into that show just for that alone. And Craig, of course, you've got a well-deserved day off tomorrow, haven't you?
I do indeed. I'm actually going to be using it as a day off tomorrow. However, that's not it for me, though. Because I've still got my advent calendar live, so I wasn't feeling 100% last night, so that's why it didn't happen last night. But 9:15 here in the UK, 4:15 Eastern Time, 1:15 Pacific Time. What we're going to do is we are going to be opening day number 19, because that is today. But what we will do as well, we'll still open day number 18, because we missed it out yesterday. We will create something, certainly with 19. So that's going to be in, well, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Marvellous. And I'll see you back here in the studio on Wednesday morning.
So I'll see you for the middle show.
Middle show, Colour Me Happy.
Colour Me Happy with the tri-blends.
Yep.
Then I'm back with Lily on Beautiful Beginnings. Lily will be on this side, I'll be on that side, and then we're back together for Thursday.
Honestly, don't miss Thursday. It's going to be so much fun. The Cartload Thursday at 6 is our Christmas party. We're going to have a right old laugh, even more than we usually do.
Yes.
Demo of the day. 2. Whoa. Congratulations, Craig. Love that. Really, really great winner is that. And we will pop that up onto the Crafty Walk of Fame. It could be the winner. Oh, no, it won't be the winner on Sunday, will it? Because we weren't live on Sunday. We'll do it on Friday.
Well, that's what we were saying yesterday as well. So.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you to Susie on the socials. Thank you to Craig. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Johnny and Charlotte, and also Nicola earlier on the day as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed all of the shows. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. It'll be Lily and Corinne for Wake Up Call. Make sure you join them tomorrow morning. Bye for now.
Toodles!